Welcome to AI Sports Predictor, the sportsbook's worst nightmare and your best kept secret. If you're here, it means you like your analysis cold, sharp, and served with a side of reality. Let's get to it. SEC Championship, Tennessee vs. Florida. Two teams on a collision course, one trophy waiting. The Vols, they just took down top-seeded Auburn like a pack of wolves taking down a tired elk, methodical, relentless, and downright ruthless when it counted. A 13-1 second-half run put the game on ice. They shot 42.6%, hit 5 threes, and absolutely feasted at the stripe, 25 free throws made. They won the rebound war by 8, but let's talk about that defense. Only 6 forced turnovers, not exactly the Tennessee lockdown we expect. Then we got Florida. The Gators didn't just beat Alabama. They turned the Crimson Tide into a puddle, 104-82. They blew the doors off in the second half, hit 12 threes, 51.4% from the field, and played pickpocket defense with 8 steals and 4 blocks. Walter Clayton Jr., the man was out there committing basketball arson, 6 threes, 22 points, 6 assists, and 3 steals. And here's the thing, Florida is on fire. 11 wins in their last 12, covering in 9 of their last 10. Now, let's talk revenge. Tennessee held Florida to 44 points in their last meeting. Embarrassed them, humiliated them, and if you think the Gators forgot that, you don't know how athletes think. Since then, Florida's been playing with a flamethrower, averaging 89.1 points per game over their last 12 and beating teams by an average of 15.4. And here's where it gets real. Tennessee is 4-6 against the spread in their last 10. Meanwhile, Florida, 9-1 ATS. And in their last 5 head-to-heads with Tennessee, they've covered 3. Numbers don't lie. And today's AI pick is Florida minus 3.5. Why? Because momentum is everything in March, and the Gators are running downhill. Tennessee plays elite defense, but Florida's offense is an avalanche that won't be stopped. You saw it against Alabama. If they get rolling, it's over. If you're thinking about the total, let me put it this way. These teams combined for just 112 points in their 2 meetings this season. Tennessee drags teams into the mud, and this is both teams' 3rd game in 3 days. 35 combined unders this season. 8-2 to the under in their last 10 meetings. Translation: if you're looking at the total, the under is calling your name like a shady bookie whispering in the alley. But the spread, that's where we take our stand. Florida minus 3.5. The revenge game, the statement game, the championship game. And if you're not already subscribed to AI Sports Predictor, what are you doing? This channel is the best free money you'll ever find. Hit that button. Let's keep stacking these wins while the books keep scrambling for answers. On to Game 2.
You already know what time it is. AI Sports Predictor, Game 2. And this one? This one's a street fight. UAB versus Memphis. The American Athletic Conference Championship Final. One squad trying to shock the world. The other, trying to put the final nail in the coffin. First up, UAB, 22-11. Winners of 3 of their last 5. Just ran through North Texas like a wrecking ball, winning by 10. And let's talk about that defense. North Texas shot 32.3% from the floor, 22.2% from deep. That's not bad offense, that's a hostage situation. UAB forced double-digit turnovers, and they didn't even need to win the boards to take control. Offensively, they get buckets. 3.4 points per game, 46.6% from the field. And on Saturday, Yaxel Lendeborg was out for blood, 23 points on 15 shots. You leave him open? That's a funeral. But here's where things get interesting. Memphis, the top dog in this conference. 28-5 overall. Winners of 6 straight. And when it came down to the wire against Tulane, they did what champions do, found a way to win. Now, if you're just looking at the box score, you'd think Memphis struggled. 38.5% shooting? Not great. 5 made threes? Pedestrian. But what they did do was out-rebound Tulane by 13 and force 12 turnovers. That's called knowing how to win. And let's talk weapons. PJ Haggerty, 21.9 points a game. Cold-blooded. Tyrese Hunter, 13.9 per night. Smooth. Dine Dainja, 13.8 points, 7 boards, and against Tulane, 23 points on 15 shots. The big man eats. But let's talk numbers that actually matter. Memphis, 6-0 straight up in their last 6, 5-0 in their last 5 AAC matchups. But against the spread, 6-12 in their last 18. Translation? They win. The books just haven't caught up. And today's AI pick is Memphis, 4.5. Look, UAB is dangerous. But Memphis is built for this. They have the size, the depth, and the pedigree. They control the boards. And if this turns into a war of attrition, UAB won't last. The Tigers close the door. The confetti's blue and white. Memphis wins, 76-71. Lock it in, and don't go anywhere, because we're already rolling. On to Game 3.
Game 3, the grand finale. Wisconsin. Michigan. The Big Ten Championship. Two teams standing at the edge of the fire. One of them walks out with the trophy. The other, they just become a footnote. Let's start with Wisconsin. 26-8 ranked 18th in the country. Riding a 3-game heater after a gritty 3-point win over Michigan State. They get the job done on both ends. 80.6 points per game on offense, shooting 46.1% from the field. Defensively, they allow just 70.7 per game. Solid structure, no wasted motion. That's Wisconsin basketball. And if you need proof, look at what they just did. 7 points against Michigan State. They shot 42.6% from the floor, hit 9 threes, pulled in 33 rebounds, and forced a staggering 4-7 turnovers. That's not winning basketball, that's a heist. And let's talk about John Tonge. The man went nuclear. 32 points on 15 shots. He saw Michigan State's defense and said, "Move, I got this." If he's cooking like that again, watch out. But standing in their way, Michigan, 24-9 ranked 22 in the nation. And fresh off an ugly, brutal 1-point win over Maryland. Offensively, 78.8 points per game, 47.9% shooting from the floor. And they're heating you over 80 in back-to-back games. They can score with anyone. Against Maryland, they put up 81 points, shot 47%, knocked down 7 threes, and obliterated the glass. A 29 rebounding advantage. That's a grown man game. And Vladislav Golden, 25 points on 15 shots. When the big man gets touches, Michigan is a different animal. But here's the catch: Michigan is ice cold against the spread. 0-5 ATS in their last 5. Meanwhile, Wisconsin just won 5 ATS in their last 6. Two teams that win games but don't always win the number. So which one flips the script? And today's AI pick is Wisconsin 3.5. Both teams are playing well. Both have found ways to win. But Wisconsin is scorching hot behind the arc and Michigan can't be trusted to cover. The Badgers stay rolling, finish the job, and cover. Final score: 7-6-68, and that wraps up all 3 of today's free AI picks. Let's run them back. Florida 3.5 over Tennessee. Revenge game. Statement game. They roll. Memphis 4.5 over UAB. They control the glass, they close the door, they take the title. Wisconsin 3.5 over Michigan. They're too hot right now and Michigan just doesn't cover. If you just watch all 3 of these breakdowns and you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? You like free money? You like being on the right side of the action? Hit that button. Because we're not here to guess. We're here to take the book's money. And we're doing it again tomorrow. See you on the next one.